the referee insisting there will be no freebies to hand out here.
Just telling him there, don't mess around, boy.
Maseko there had...
He looked so surprised.
Well, in his opinion, he felt he had been fouled. The referee had very different ideas. So 20 minutes.
Wonderful tackle from him.
Well, the other substitute here, Niam Sliti, delivers the corner. Just picked up easily here by the goalkeeper, Ronwen Williams. It's a free kick. 72 minutes of the game. Joini making sure that goal kick is not taken quickly, but well, might find that it was hardly necessary, as South Africa have showed absolutely no intent of being fast on the break.
Not at all. They're still happy with their 0-0. Joini brought in by the coach to be their target man, that focal point up front. Almost the same like what Mahopa is doing for South Africa. As you can see, they won another header. So it's very important for Tunisia to play that ball into him in order for him to bring Sakni into the game as well.
Picking up the pieces now. A chance to venture forward. Player goes to the ground. That should be a free kick. Sliti, most advanced player there for Tunisia. And that will be the 10th foul here by South Africa. This final 18 minutes of the game are really going to test their defensive discipline. Fala goes to the ground. Tau loses possession. Shkiri has options. Opts to bring Ketrida into the game. Can he pick the right cross? Got a bit of a tap in there. An easy deflection towards the safety of the goalkeeper, Williams.
It's almost so predictable for Tunisia. Whenever they get into that last third, it will just be a pass a little bit too soft, not weighted enough, and the delivery not good enough, not a proper pass into the box. And if they have a proper pass, they don't have enough numbers in the box. So difficult here for Tunisia.
If there was a player in Tunisia cold enough, you would ask them to take him off, because everything just seems to have problems stemming from enough. Good enough, strong enough, fast enough, accurate enough. The ball goes over the line, and that will count for a corner kick.
And then the referee will say enough is enough after 30 minutes, after 90 minutes.
Yep. Well, not too far off from that. 15 minutes or so left to play. Corner kick, and there by Tapelo Maseko. Have to keep an eye out here for Mahopa, as they will for Temba Zwane. The referee making sure there's no infractions in that box area.
Tunisia is mainly going zonal, especially in that small box area. So in swing, that's going to be dangerous.
Cross whipped in swing as predicted. But they do manage to deal with it. First time shot attempted by Mobi, and he misses that. Attempt there to get Seifala onto the ball, but can't hold on long enough. Now Mobi turns defense into attack, trying to cross the ball instantly. Asking a little too much here of Mahopa. The ball goes over the line here for a throw-in. Ketrida will look to start that off instantly. You don't have too much time, so you can't go through the motions for too long. Ketrida. 15 minutes left to play. Flicking the ball in. Looking to shuffle the pack. Nice dummy there from Sitole, inviting Passetau in, and Tau back onto the ball. Spreads it out here for Aubrey Modiba. Can't pick across Aubrey. Opts to play to Sitole. Advances the shot, and passes a save from the goalkeeper. And a chance here, South Africa still in possession, but the offside flag ultimately comes up. South South Africa's first real shot on target from a distance, Pepelo Sithole.
And mind you, Sithole was not even convinced to take that shot. He was thinking, should I? Eventually, and a nice save there from the Tunisian keeper.
Stayed alert. South Africa probably overplaying their hand, had a couple of players that had strayed offside already.
Percy Tau being one of them already there.
Albi, that defense. Tunisia look like they've run out of ideas here. Laironi. Searching pass. Fala. Trying to seek support from Sliti. Laironi to Sliti. Tips it up here. Sakni. Blind pass. Invites Pasitao to run at the defense. It's two defenders here in front of him. A third one joining the fray. He'll now just kill the pace momentarily. Allows Tunisia to regroup at the back. South Africa also get reinforcement and more. It's hardly a Bafana game before he gets into his being to shoot from long range. And that wasn't an invitation he was going to need to be taken twice.
This must have been his fourth shot. Still no luck for him. But still willing to take that shot.
That was a traveling ball. Goalkeeper had his bases covered now. Another chance in here. Pass it out. It's an opportunity for a shot here. It goes wide. It's a corner kick. Took a deflection there. South Africa are ramping it up. And the frustration there quite evident on the face of the goalkeeper as another substitution is about to be made here for Bafana. Look to introduce Monare. It's a VIP or director's box there overlooking the stadium. A few dignitaries getting in. Dr. Patrice Mosepe making the introductions there.
Yes. Leadership.
So there it is, substitution. It's the end of the play here, or end of the match here for Themba Zwane. There's a player on the ground. For some reason, looks like a bit of a scuffle in that box area. Looks like the stadium announcer was signaling for a substitution. Themba Zwane now has to be physically restrained. Must be frustration from Tunisia that he was acting slow getting off the pitch. And they can't rule it out being deliberate there. But talk to us about the substitution.
Obviously, Zwane is the general in midfield with 10 minutes to go. Not a problem at all to get some fresh legs in it.
The big questions will be asked what to anticipate from Monare.
Monare basically similar player to Zwane, just without the skill and the trickery. Can add a lot of value in transition, both in attack and both in defense.
Bang Monare, and a chance here, headed away. Oh, palmed away by the goalkeeper. Evidence Mahopa just managed to get his hand onto that near post. He's been looking for that. Constantly probing. That's his second attempt at the near post in this matchup. That came very, very close. 2 shots on target for Tunisia, 1 for South Africa. That will be their second. Still no goals to write home about. 10 minutes to the final whistle.
That's what you want to see from Mahopa. Balls on target, probing, fighting.
Oh, believe me, a goal at this point would totally turn the complexion of this group around. When goals are scored this late, tend to have very, very nerve-wracking repercussions. About another throw in for Tunisia, taken quickly. Shkiri, a little too slow. just probably half a second slower than the speed that is required from a player of his caliber, especially in such a match.
That's the downfall of Tunisia. Whenever they win that ball back, have an opportunity to go forward, they slow it down.
There he is once again, Shkiri, Eintracht Frankfurt man. Out to Layadoni, gets clipped, free kick. Side off, Sakni, possession. Many players romping forward with him. Chance here, out on the wing, teased up, blocked well. So, can't fault them for trying constantly to make efforts, and that's by far probably their most synchronized attack up front today so far.
One would like them to use the other option in the attack. Joini, big fella, the number 9 up there, get the balls into him. Nice and big, play to his strength.
South Africa look like they're not yet done with their changes, and Lepasa is about to come onto the pitch. For Tunisia, they're wondering what's happening here. But it's a substitution, and Evidence Mahopa will now take his place on the bench after 83 minutes of good football from him. In his place will be the fleet-footed Lepasa that will be coming in, and Tunisia will also be making a roll of the die here. And Romden is expected to come in. We last saw him play in the opening match day. Mohamed Ali Ben Romden is the man set to come through, and quite expectedly the output has been pretty low from Shkiri, so understandable why he's the player that will be withdrawn with 7 minutes left to play.
A like for like in that substitution.
Just a quick glance at the scores down in San Pedro, still 0-0, so as it was, so it will be. If it ends this way for the umpteenth time, Tunisia will be sent packing.
This will be very, very disappointing from a Tunisian perspective. As for the South Africa, Namibia, they must be happy chappies at the moment.
Already here. That's one thing you can get guarantee on. Juani. Definitely been hoping that might make an impact here. Hasn't had the delivery yet to allow him do a bit of that. 2 clean sheets, but one that will not be of any benefit here if it's for Tunisia to end this way. The thing they needed most, the thing that they would gladly trade any clean sheet for, would be the goals, and the coach here keen to point out that time is of the essence now. 5 minutes. It's 5 minutes away. Can they pull a rabbit out of the hat? Can they make a Houdini here and mount a great escape?
I think if the scoreline remained the same, it's safe to say that Hugo Broos, looking at from the first game, yes, he didn't get that right. Second game against Namibia, got that absolutely spot on. Score remains like this. Kudos to him. Well done.
Searching ball. Sayef brings the ball in, trying to tease it once again, but it doesn't yield anything here.
I just can't see where Tunisia's goal will come. The last third is the Achilles heel. They just don't get it right.
They look a bit disillusioned right now. That times came into this match with great expectations of managing to draw on a great escape, but that hasn't happened just as yet. Williams continue to try and make sure he dwindles a few seconds off the clock. A reminder there of how Group E stands. Mali and South Africa will gain automatic qualification. Namibia will be waiting in the wings, almost certain as well to qualify with 4 points, as one of the best placed third place teams Here comes a chance. South Africa could go on and try to take the tally. Still be in the hunt there for the top spot if they can manage to get and turn their fortunes around for the game that they get to play in the round of 16. Sitole. Oh, that's a good pass. That was Monare. All the way back to the goalkeeper. Williams. Oh, Sachin. Talbi unable to get to the ball. South Africa will be happy to make sure it can go one way, and that's Tunisia's way. Anything away from their box area in Mokwena's book will be good to go. Mama Joy is in a moment of prayer. She knows how deceptive these final few minutes can be. 1 minute you look like you have it all in control. Split second later, and it is painful tears of agony, hot rolling down your cheek.
Let's hope she will get some joyful tears after the game. Should Bafana go through to the next round.
Slitty slits the ball through the center here. The cut back and a chance. That was the opportunity they've been looking for. Haitham Joini manages to rise highest, and the frustration is quite evident on the bench here of Tunisia. That was too close for comfort for South Africa.
Just a second ago, I said they're not playing to his strengths, and here a golden opportunity to score, and he just couldn't get that ball down.
Or probably got it in not the best positioning that he would have sought for. Just needed to be a little bit better position there. It's a foul, 89th minute. So in a couple of seconds from now, we'll find out how much time will be added on. Literally and figuratively speaking, Tunisia hanging on by a thread right now. Sakni goes to the ground. Free kick.
I think additional time will not be more than 3 minutes.
Free kick here. Can they utilize a set piece? Big question. Messages will be pretty clear right now from the technical team, knowing that should they get a victory here tonight, should they make an impact in this game, in this stadium that is housed in Korogo, that will be the moment to savor, as it will be a moment that could earn them the lifeline. Free kick. Still defended, not quite cleanly, but scruffy enough to do. Looking for Joini. Just to head onto the ball. Abdi, Sliti, looking for the far end. Enough work there from Aubrey, gets the ball away. Still Tunisia. And that ball, quite a poor one from Sliti, scores over above. Seems in shock himself. Well, interesting. It will be not less than 5 minutes added here.
5 minutes of torture.
Well, that feels like a lifetime here for South Africa, as the big bright moon just hangs right above. That's picturesque. You could almost reach out and touch it. Just floating above Korogo Stadium, illuminating the round of 16. Also probably signaling the end of daylight in this tournament for Tunisia.
Unbelievable that such a giant could not go through to the next round. But well, there's still a couple of minutes left.
Sakni gets the ball here. Might be a chance to change the narrative. Sakni still onto the ball. They need to commit bodies here. Now sending it out onto the wing. A chance to pop it in. Straight to the goalkeeper. Williams not very happy with just how much space is being afforded here to this youngster out on that flank. He's constantly been able to get himself onto that flank, getting the balls as he wills. I have to say maybe Aubrey Modiba has run out of steam. Jaleel Kadri is now hanging by a prayer. It's going to take something real special, almost divine, to turn this game around. But for South Africa, it's now buckle up, tighten your belts. If you make a mistake right now, you probably would be one of the most advanced persons down in South Africa.
Definitely, and a good opportunity for Bruce to just make a last and final substitution, just to kill the time off. There's still 3 minutes to go.
Looking for a delivery. 17. Looking to pass out here to number 10, pass it out. Looking to squeeze it. Tunisia just barricading that defense well enough. Pass back. Williams looks to launch. Long ball. Headed away. Tunisia doing everything in their books to try and get closer and closer to the final third of South Africa. It's easier said than done.
Even Hugo Broos is feeling it. It's the first time he's getting off his seat.
Very despondent look there. Looks of spiritedness in the fans. Many will be sinking into a freight of real depression here. Just 1 minute left on the clock. Now all hands on deck for Tunisia. South Africa, this is where they need to keep their discipline at the very top. Seifala gets onto the ball, teasing it back. Nice pickup. Attempting to cross the ball, but that was thwarted, and now they have a corner. Well, this is it. This is it. Tension so palpable you could literally cut it with a knife. For Bros, the next 30 seconds spell life or death in its eminence right here. Last chance saloon. Tunisia get onto the ball, but over the bar.
They know it's over. They know that was the moment to get a victory.
Sigh, defeat or resignation. That's slowly beginning to creep up on the faces of the Tunisian. South Africa anticipating celebrations, and they will be delayed no longer. It's have been sent packing. A goalless draw right here. The first of its kind, or you probably would say the first two of its kind, as Group E has both games ending in a stalemate. That literally means for Tunisia, this is the end of their campaign in the African Cup of Nations. They left it a little too late to try and start, and in the end, they have to pay a painful reward. But for South Africa, they know they just nicked it. Mama Joy not certain of the fate that they have here, but later on, I anticipate she will be in deep celebration, knowing that her team has managed to hold true and make it run all the way to the final whistle, and will have a spot in the round of 16. At the stadium, Amadou Gon Coulibaly in Korogo. It's South Africa 0, Tunisia 0. Full time right here, and South Africa will be the team that must to contend with a lot of attacks here from Tunisia. 10 shots Tunisia managed to pull out here, only 2 on target enough. It probably explains just how vexed the fans are, because they realize that's the end of their journey. But for South Africa, just managed to play within their means, play exactly to their strength, and will have a place in the next stage. Up next, Tanzania takes on Congo at the Amadou Gon Coulibaly Stadium, while in San Pedro, Zambia will be taking on Morocco for the final matches that are coming up here in Group F. This is the table standing, the final table standing for Group E. Mali and South Africa qualify automatically. Namibia with 4 points will also be set to qualify and will carry on to the next match, as the man of the match is now awarded here, and it will be Themba Zwane once again.